Adventures in Murfreesboro is produced in cooperation with Murfreesboro City Schools.
When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, you can count on a whole lot of fun. Murph has lots of special friends you never know, who'll be dropping in, come see what they're gonna tell us, see what they're gonna do. It could be artists with easels, builders with tools, inventors, creators, or kids from our school. Someone sharing story time, friends making music, or making words rhyme, having a good time. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the Burrow, you can count on a whole lot of fun. You can count on a whole lot of fun.
Hey, Murph, how are you today?
Oh, I'm okay. How are you, John?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. So who's our guest today?
Oh, I'm not sure. I guess I forgot to look.
Oh, that's okay. We'll know soon enough. So, Murph, is everything okay? You seem kind of blue.
Blue? Wait. Do I look blue? Maybe I'm sick on top of everything else. Call a doctor.
Murph, calm down. Looking blue is just an expression. It means feeling sad or being kind of down.
Oh, really? Strange that they use such a pretty color to mean sad. Oh, John, it's just lots of things making me feel blue.
You know, Murph, if you have some troubles, you should talk to a trusted adult. You can talk to your parents, or a teacher, or your guidance counselor at school.
You're a trusted adult?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. Here goes. The holidays are over and there's nothing to look forward to. And my little brother broke my favorite toy. And then my mom got mad when I yelled at him. And I failed a spelling test this week. And a mean kid made fun of my big teeth. And nobody wanted to play with me yesterday. And my dad might lose his job. And I'm all out of carrots. Wah! It's a bad day.
My goodness, Murph, that's quite a list. No wonder you're feeling blue today.
Yeah, no, John. My life is over.
Oh, Murph, don't say that. You know, it's okay when you have troubles to feel bad. That's a part of life. But you need to know that they will get better.
Oh, I won't feel bad forever?
You won't, Murph. You know, all throughout time, people have had struggles and problems. And it's okay to feel bad about it for a little while, but you can never give up. Never, Murph. Like I said before, talk to a trusted adult. Try to think of new ways of looking at your problem and know that those problems are going to change.
Oh, you mean, and bad things don't last forever?
That's right.
Oh, what do you mean by find new ways to think about things?
Well, let's look at your first problem. You said that after the holidays, there was nothing else to look forward to.
Right.
But Murph, we've got Martin Luther King Jr. Day this month, and next month we have Valentine's Day and President's Day.
Well, yeah. That's right around the corner, isn't it?
It is, Murph.
I don't really understand why we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Well, Martin Luther King Jr. was a very important man, and he made a big difference for us.
How?
Well, Murph, let me ask you this. Who's our president right now?
Barack Obama.
That's right. But do you know that a long time ago, because of his skin color, Barack Obama wouldn't have been able to be our president? In fact, he wouldn't have been able to vote or go to school. He might have even been a slave.
That's awful.
You're right, Murph, it is. It took many people of all different skin colors working hard and working together to make that change. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of those people. I know, Murph, you need a road trip. We're going to go somewhere.
A road trip? Yeah. Oh, okay. But, are they coming too, folks up there?
Absolutely. Y'all come too.
Okay, yeah! Hi, John! Why are we at this big, fancy house today?
Well, Murph, we're here at Oaklands because I wanted to surprise you and show you how some Americans of African descent lived and how they overcame struggles and hardships and became successful.
Oh, John, that sounds awesome! Maybe it'll inspire me! Oh, hi, who are you?
Hi, I'm Raina, and I would love to talk to you about all of the Americans of African descent who face struggles here at Oaklands Plantation.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Rita. My name is Murph.
It's very nice to meet you, Murph.
Okay, where do we start?
Why don't we start off in the back?
Okay. Miss Rita, what is this room? I see lots of things on the wall. Oh, a map!
Yes, this is actually our exhibit all about slavery here in Rutherford County.
Okay.
Well, the Manny family had quite a few slaves.
Who were the Manny family?
They were actually the town's founder. This town was originally called Cannonsburg, but when Miss Sally and Dr. James Manny moved here, they petitioned the state to have the name of the town changed to Murfreesboro to honor Miss Sally's father.
Oh, Miss Rena, they didn't run this plantation all by themselves, did they?
Absolutely not. There's no way they could have done that all by themselves. They needed a lot of help, and skilled help as well.
Oh, so who helped them?
Well, they had quite a few Americans of African descent who were very skilled workers. They were carpenters, they were masons who knew how to build bricks. They built this entire huge mansion. They were also in charge of all of the farming. They would have to do the carpentry. The women would help raise the children and work in the fields, harvesting the cotton, creating the cloth to make clothes and all sorts of things in the home. Over here in this case, we have several items made by David Manny. He was one of the Manny family blacksmiths, and he learned his trade from his father, Luke Manny.
Whoa, so they were both blacksmiths here on the plantation, huh?
They certainly were.
And what's in that big thing up there?
We have a brick that was made by the slaves who worked here on Oaklands Plantation. As you can see right over here, that little indentation, that's actually somebody's thumbprint, probably the person who made that brick.
Oh, that's so cool to think that their thumbprint is still here and that brick is still lasting after all these years. How come you don't have a buggy footprint?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe they used it in the mansion. We'll have to look at the walls and see if we can find one for you.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, we're going to walk through, we're going to look, we're going to study, and we're going to find the mark of the rabbit. Yeah. Looking around, trying to... Oh, that's my... No, that's not it either. You know, I think really the mark of the rabbit might be a carrot. Yeah, look for a carrot hidden in the old walls, waiting for me to discover it. Whoa! This may take a while. Oh, let's see. Looking. Oh, Miss Raina, you talked about the Americans of African descent that lived and worked here as slaves. That had to be kind of hard.
It was very difficult for them. They did not have it easy. They actually would have to work from sunrise to sunset. And in the summer, you know how long those days can be.
And how hot. That had to be pretty discouraging sometimes. But those struggles, even though they had those struggles, those people worked so hard and created so much. They didn't let that really stop them, did they?
They absolutely did not. I think it made them even more determined to be successful.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Oh, I see some coats over there. What are those?
Oh, well, let's go take a look.
Okay. So, Miss Raina, what's in this glass case?
This uniform belonged to Private Richard Thomas Hancock. He was a soldier who fought in the battle on the front lawn. It actually started off at our courthouse and went down Manny Avenue, which was the Manny's driveway at the time, and then finished off here on the front lawn where the surrender was signed.
You mean right here on the front lawn was the very first battle of Murfreesboro?
It absolutely was. Miss Adeline, after that battle, served dinner to all of the Union and Confederate officers. She made them sit both at her dining room table at the same time.
Oh my goodness, she was trying to bring peace, wasn't she?
She certainly was.
Oh, that's cool. You know, it's kind of sad that there had to be a war, but people decided that slavery was wrong, didn't they?
They certainly did.
You know, sometimes it's hard, but we do have to stand up for what we believe in, don't we?
We certainly do.
And we have to stand up for each other who are getting, if we have a friend that's getting bullied, we need to stand up for them.
You really do. You need to make sure that your friends are protected and well cared for.
Right. You should talk to a trusted adult, just like you told me, John.
That's right, Murph.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool to see that very uniform. Oh, what's in that next corner? Oh, Miss Raina, this is a great big picture. Who are all these people?
Well, these people are all descendants of the slaves. They're also members of the First Baptist Church here in Murfreesboro.
Wow. Oh, and so their family members were Americans of African descent that had worked right here at this plantation?
Right here in Murfreesboro, Murph. You're absolutely right.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, my goodness. Life must have changed for them at the end of the war.
It certainly did. They were finally able to own land. They were able to go to school to learn to read and write.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool. So important.
And you know what else?
What?
They were even able to vote, and they could hold political office like our president.
Oh, like President Obama.
Absolutely.
Wow, that is awesome. A lot of change in just a few years, right?
Well, it's taken some time, but definitely quite a lot of change.
Look at this. It does say members of First Baptist Church, 1890, courtesy of Elma McKnight. Miss McKnight, I know her. She's a teacher at Murfreesboro City Schools.
Well, she must have taught you how to read because you're very good at it.
Thank you. We have great teachers. Oh, my goodness.
We really do have great teachers here in Murfreesboro. And you know, I would like to read a quote from Miss Elma McKnight over here. It says, "We are not the descendants of slaves. We are the descendants of an enslaved people."
Wow. Oh, that says it just right, doesn't it?
It really does, Murph.
Oh, Miss Raina, thank you so much for showing us around this special exhibit here at Oaklands.
It was my pleasure. It was so nice to meet you, Murph.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, I want to invite everybody to come out and visit Oakland's Historic House Museum. Did I say that right?
You certainly did. It's a great place to come on your break.
Yeah. Oh, John, I cannot believe how much we learned in that short trip. It was a nice surprise.
I know. Raina did a great job.
She sure did. You know, I hate to think of people being slaves and maybe having bad things happen to them.
I know, Murph, but they never gave up. Even during the time when there were slaves, they were trying to escape and make changes. There was something called the Underground Railroad that they used.
An underground railroad? Were there tracks underground and all?
Well, Murph, not exactly. You see, there was a famous lady who lived a long, long time ago named Harriet Tubman who helped slaves escape using the Underground Railroad. Oh, Murph, I wish you could interview Harriet Tubman. That would be great.
Yeah.
Murph, I got a phone call I got to take. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, you go ahead, John.
Okay.
I'm just going to wait here. Kind of sleepy anyway. I just may rest my eyes a minute.
Hello? Hello? Is anybody here?
Oh, I'm here. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Harriet Tubman.
You're the one that my friend John told me would know all about the Underground Railroad.
Yes, the Underground Railroad was just a marvelous place. Do you know what the Underground Railroad was?
No, ma'am.
Well, it wasn't underground,
Oh.
and it wasn't a railroad either. Did you know that?
No, I don't know what it is.
Well, let me tell you. Let's suppose when we leave the plantation, we have to make our first stop.
Okay, why are we leaving the plantation?
We're leaving the plantation because we're running away to freedom.
Woo, running away to freedom. I like that.
Yes, and maybe our first stop might be 25 miles away, and so we have to walk and walk and walk and walk until we get to the first stop.
Oh, I'm tired already.
And when we get to that first stop, it might be Mr. Brown's house where he has a hot meal waiting for us.
Yay, a hot meal. about carrots? Do you think he'll have carrots?
They might have carrots. Yes, that
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea.
Now,
Yes.
Now, so is he part of the Underground Railroad, Mr. Brown?
He is. He is very helpful. He fed us and let us spend the night there and get some rest. But then in the morning, we have to get up and walk again and again and again until we get to the next stop on the Underground Railroad.
So the Underground Railroad is all these secret places where we can stop and rest and eat a meal?
Yes, that's exactly right. You have it exactly right.
How do I know which house to go to?
Well, we have secret codes and we have secret words and secret songs that we sing and that we know.
Wow.
Yes.
And people would pass those secrets along?
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yes.
So you grew up as a slave, Miss Harriet?
I grew up as a slave working on the plantation right alongside my dad. Yes,
You're
sir.
right alongside your dad, huh?
Yes,
Well,
yes.
and you wanted to leave so you could have freedom?
Yes, I wanted to be free to come and to go.
Were you afraid to leave?
Well, you know, a little bit, but you know, I prayed to God and he helped me a lot.
He
Yes,
did.
He did.
What did your parents think?
Well, I couldn't tell my parents because if I told my parents, they would get in trouble and then they might get beaten, so I couldn't tell anybody.
Not tell anyone.
No.
Oh, and so then you found out about some of the secret codes?
Yes, sir. I'll tell you what happened. I was on the side of the road one day, and there was a little old white lady driving in a buck wagon, and she stopped to ask me, how did I get that scar on my head? And I told her the story, and when I finished, she said, well, Harriet, if you ever need any help, I live up the road there, right up Bucktown. And she gave me a piece of paper, and so when I decided to escape, I remembered that lady, and I went to her house.
Oh, did you really? And did she help you?
She did. She was the first person who helped me. She wrote some things on a piece of paper and gave it to me, but I couldn't read it. You know why?
Why?
Because slaves weren't allowed to read back then.
Oh, that's not fair.
No, but she wrote it on a paper and told me where to go, and so I followed her instructions, and she was very nice to me, and she helped me a lot.
And so you escaped from slavery.
Yes, I did, and I didn't know for sure which way to go, but I had some help from God guiding me through the forest and through the streams and through the woods, and I made it.
Wow, what an adventure, Miss Harriet.
Yes, and actually, before that, when I was growing up, and I worked on the plantation with my dad, you know, he taught me all kind of things.
What did he teach you?
You know, he taught me all about the things in nature. He taught me all about the berries that I could eat to show which ones were good. He taught me all about the plants that were good for medicine.
Whoa.
Yes, he taught me a lot. He taught me how to follow the North Star, going north at night. He showed me which one was the North Star.
Wow.
And he taught me how to feel the moss on the side of a tree to help me have a sense of direction.
Oh my goodness, did that help you when you were trying to escape?
Oh my goodness, yes, all of those things, because I listened to my father, and that's why it's so important for children to listen to their moms and their dads and their uncles and aunts and grandparents, that when they give you instructions, to listen and obey.
Well, after you escaped, what happened then?
Well, after I escaped, I kept going back again and again and again because I wanted freedom not just for me, but I wanted it for anybody else who wanted it too. I wanted my family free and my friends free.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you know, when I get back to the plantation, I would let my people know when it was time to go. And you know how we communicated back then?
No, ma'am.
Well, slaves could not come together and sit down and have a conversation. That was against the law.
Oh.
So how were we going to communicate if we couldn't talk to each other?
I don't know.
We communicated with songs.
Songs?
Yes. All of our songs had a message. And so when it was time to go, I would just walk through the plantation and sing a little song like this. Tell my brothers and be ready to get on board this ship. Tell my brothers to be ready to get on board this ship. Tell my brothers and be ready to get on board this ship. Be ready to get on board.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I would sing that song, and that means they have to watch and look and wait for my signal. Because it might be Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock when we leave, or it might be Saturday night at 5.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Miss Harriet, so you helped a lot of people to escape? I think you're a pretty special lady.
Oh, thank you, Murph. And this is one more thing.
I'm so excited that I got to talk with you.
I had one more song that I want to share with you.
Okay, okay.
When it was time to go, I couldn't tell my mom and dad that I was going to leave, you know, because they might get punished.
Right.
When I got ready to leave, I would just walk past their cabins and I would sing a little song like this. Well, I'm sorry, friends, to leave you. Farewell, oh, farewell. But I'll meet you in the morning. Farewell, oh, farewell. I'll meet you in the morning, safe in the promised land, on the other side of Jordan, bound for the promised land.
I'm back, Murph. Sorry it took so long. Murph? Murph, wake up. Now let's see, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Harriet Tubman.
No, we weren't talking about Harriet Tubman. I was talking to Harriet Tubman.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Was.
Murph, I think you must have been dreaming.
Was I?
I think you were, Murph. You know, even after the time slavery was passed, things still weren't equal between all the people. That's why Martin Luther King Jr. is so important. He sought to change things through peaceful means without people getting hurt. He went all over the country talking to different folks.
Well, that is pretty important.
You're right, Murph. Hey, look here, Murph. It says that today's guest is a Murfreesboro City school teacher named Mr. Donald Whitmore. Did you know that Mr. Whitmore can perform one of Martin Luther King Jr.'s speeches? In fact, it's his most famous speech.
Oh, do you think he would do that for us?
I don't know. Oh, there's the bell. I guess we'll find out soon enough, Murph.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I can't wait to see what he's going to do. This is exciting.
Hey, Mr. Whitmore. I'm John, and this is Murph, the star of the show.
Hey, wait over here.
Hey, John. Hey, Murph. How you guys doing today?
Oh, hey, Mr. Whitmore. How are you today?
I'm doing awesome today. I'm so glad you had me on the show. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's exciting to have you here. John tells me that you are one of the teachers in Murfreesboro City Schools. Is that right?
That's right. I'm at Northfield Elementary School. I've been there about 13 years now.
Whoa, 13 years at Northfield. What do you teach?
I teach physical ed.
Physical education. Ooh, that sounds like fun. What's your favorite game to play?
My favorite game to play is probably basketball.
Oh, b-ball. Yeah. You know, I bet I could beat you at b-ball.
You might be able to. I don't know.
Yeah, you know buddies can really hop high.
Well, okay. Maybe you can beat me.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Oh, well, maybe I can't. Yeah. Okay. Well, moving on. So what made you want to be a teacher, Mr. Whitmore?
Oh, I got to college and I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I got a phone call out the blue one day, and the lady said, "You didn't finish filling out this scholarship application. Won't you fill it out, and you may have a good chance to get a scholarship."
Did she talk like that?
Well, kind of. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
That's what I'm remembering right now.
Okay.
And so it was a teaching scholarship, and I had to be a teacher, and I got the scholarship, and I became a teacher, and I didn't know that I would love it, but I ended up loving it.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I hear that about so many teachers. They love their job. They love their kids.
I do. I love going to work every day. It's a joy for me.
You know, John tells me that you can do one of those famous speeches from Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. Is that right?
Oh, that's right. I have been doing a recital for Martin Luther King for a few years now.
Would you mind, before you go, doing just a little bit for us?
Oh, sure I will, Murph. No problem.
I tell you what, we'll get you all situated right over there in front of the black curtain, make it all special and all, okay?
Okay.
All right.
These are the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And so I go back to the South, not in despair. I go back to the South, not with the feeling that we are caught in a dark dungeon that will never lead to a way out. I go back believing that the new day is coming. And so this afternoon, I have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day, right down in Georgia and Mississippi and Alabama, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to live together as brothers. I have a dream this afternoon that one day One day, little white children and little Negro children will be able to join hands as brothers and sisters. I have a dream this afternoon that one day men will no longer burn down houses in the church of God simply because people want to be free. I have a dream this afternoon that there will be a day when we will no longer face the atrocities that Emmett Till had to face or Medgar Evers had to face, but that all men can live with dignity. I have a dream that my four little children will not come up in the same young days that I came up with then, but they will be judged on the basis of the content of their character and not the color of their skin. I have a dream that one day right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Negroes will be able to buy a house or rent a house anywhere where their money will carry them, and they will be able to get a job. Yes, I have a dream today that one day in this land the words of Amos will become real, and justice will roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day we will recognize the words of Jefferson, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yes, I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. I have a dream that the brotherhood of man will become a reality in this day. And with this faith, I will go out and carve a tunnel of hope through the mountain of despair. With this faith, I will go out with you and transform dark yesterdays into bright tomorrows. With this faith, we will be able to achieve this new day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing with the Negro in the spiritual of old, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last.
Oh, Mr. Whitmore, that was absolutely fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Murph. Thank you so much.
Oh, those words, they touched my heart and my head. They make me feel and think at the same time.
Martin Luther King was a great man, and his words are awesome. They touch many people.
What does that speech mean to you?
That speech means to me that we have a reality now. That speech that he was dreaming about, all people coming together, boys and girls in schools together.
Right.
I see that every day, and it means so much to me. It's just so powerful that the dream he had now is a reality, and we see all of those things that he dreamed of.
Oh, that is so wonderful. You know, the word dream has a special meaning for us on our show, too.
Oh, really? What is that?
Oh, well, you see, we like to teach the kids and show the kids that it's important to dream, and not just dream, to dream real big, to dream big, but you can't just dream. You got to make it happen, so you got to work hard, too. So our motto is dream big and work hard.
Dream big and work hard. I love that, Murph.
Will you say the motto with me to the folks at home?
I sure will.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's turn around. Okay, when I say three, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Dream big and work hard.
Yeah. Oh, that was great, John. It made me feel better just listening to him.
You're right, Murph. Martin Luther King Jr. meant a lot to a lot of different people. And you're also right when you said that he touched our heads and our hearts.
Yeah, he made us think and feel. You know, I've learned that I am not the only one that has problems.
That's true, Murph. But that doesn't mean your problems aren't important. But the important thing is to talk to a trusted adult about your problems.
Yeah, or we need to find new ways to look at things. Like I did bad on my spelling test, but I did great on my math test. And now I know that I need to study spelling more.
That's right, Murph. And your dad might not lose his job. In fact, he might even get a better job.
True, even if he loses it, he could get a better one.
That's right, Murph.
Oh, but no matter what, we should never, ever give up.
You're right, Murph.
But now it's time to give our big ear thanks to all our guests today.
That's right. We've had a lot of guests today.
A big ear thanks to Miss Raina at Oakland's Historic House Museum.
And we need to thank our teacher at Northfield, Mr. Donald Whitmore. He did an awesome job.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, our one and only Harriet Tubman. She was here. She was.
You mean the lady you saw in the dream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Murph.
Speaking of dream, you know what it's time to say?
It's time to say our motto, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Dream big and work hard. You know, Murph, you said you were out of carrots, so I brought you some more carrots.
Oh, dude! Oh, dude, you're my hero! Bye-bye! 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 Oh, you the bunny, you the bunny, you the bunny, I'm the bunny, you're the bunny, we the bunny, we the bunny, you the bunny, we the bunny. Oh, I love this show, I love you all. We love you, bye-bye. Okay, am I off? Hey, guys, get the mic off, I want my producer. I want Don, I want Carrie Juice. Hey, wanna peel me a grape?